Jason Leia back here again. Happy Halloween, it's October 1st, and the first movie up for the month is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. This film came out in 1998 and was directed by James Signorelli, stars Cassandra Peterson as the titular character. The movie follows Elvira quitting her show after being sexually harassed by a man in the building during working hours, and so she travels across country to make a new life, make a new living, earn some money, and she ends up stopping at a small town where nobody likes her because everybody's like so normalized and so pure, but not like pure at heart, but they see her as like an outcast because of her looks, her mannerisms, the way she talks to others, and the way she acts towards others. Nobody in the town likes her, well, except for the kids, who love her for two big obvious reasons. And so she discovers that she has inherited a family fortune after a relative of hers passed away, but someone else who's also related to her, and I'm trying to keep that as big as possible in case not a lot of people have seen this movie, because pretty much not a lot of people have seen this movie. The villain tries to take the fortune from Elvira, in which she's naive of how much of a fortune she has. Well, she's not like naive, like she doesn't know anything. Like she knows that she had a big fortune given to her, but she has inherited more than she thought. And so she's trying to deal with that as well as the people in town, and she's starting to have a crush on someone, and is trying to balance all this out in a wacky adventure. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, to me, is just dumb fun. There's like nothing filmmaking wise or story wise that I can take inspiration from here. It's not the most creative movie ever made, but my god, it is a lot of fun. Mostly because of Cassandra Peterson's performance as Elvira. She is so likable here. I love her sexy attitude. I love her little mannerisms and little outbreaks and quacky jokes. She was a blast to watch, and honestly surprised me that she got a Worst Actress award at the, not like award but a nomination at the Golden Raspberry Awards, which I cannot understand. I think she does a great job here. Everyone else, performance-wise, was not that great, but her performance alone carries this film. The humor, as juvenile as it can be, works because of Cassandra Peterson. The normal setting in that one creepy looking house, that's a setting that's overused to death in many Halloween themed movies or horror films, is used to the maximum here. Like this, her house that she inherits throughout the film is like a legitimate creepy house. She tries to change the outside to make it look a little more normal and more colorful, but still it is a haunted house. And because of all this, and because of Elvira, even though she's not really a vampire, the way she acts is certainly something that I could see play out from a vampire. Just a lot of this movie was just fun. I I'm trying to break the movie down constructively, but it's hard to put it in words. I love Elvira in the movie. I love the humor. The setting is overused in many movies, but certainly fits well here. The performances from all the supporting characters are bad, but honestly, it makes the entire movie more enjoyable. If I do have to say that there's one negative that I actually did not like in the movie, that of the villain character. I found his motivation very uninteresting, and his character, again, like with the setting of the film, overused in these kinds of comedy movies. Like, it was just done to death at this point. I really did not like how the movie does focus a lot on the villain character quite a bit, and I always want to get back to what Elvira is doing. And the entire movie does feel like a long sitcom. I think that's mostly due to the cinematography and camera work not being like the most creative. Like, not the worst. It's definitely a format and shot. It's definitely shot and formatted like a comedy, but like a sitcom kind of comedy. Like, you could see this movie easily being played straight to TV or straight to DVD. And the fact that this got theatrical release was actually surprising to me. When I ended the movie, when I finished it, I looked at the IMDb page and saw that the movie was theatrically released, and I was surprised by that. But yeah, I really don't have much to say about this. I really like the third act of the film, which goes completely bonkers. The sexual innuendos in this film are definitely prevalent, but the best thing, as I said before, is Cassandra Peterson as Elvira. She basically carries this movie throughout all of its problems and pros. Honestly, this is just a fun movie to watch on Halloween. I did not really get into the character until this year in September, when I just got bored, started looking at Halloween themed characters, and saw Elvira, looked into her character a bit more, saw this movie, played it, and thought it was fun. I liked it. The fact that why I'm probably like in pause throughout this review, is because I'm trying to figure out what legitimate pros does this movie have creatively that makes it unique from others. And the sad thing is, though, that it doesn't. But the movie doesn't really need to be unique. It just wanted to be fun, and that's what it did. It just wanted you to have a good time, and for what I've seen, for the most part, and from the people who did see the movie, they did have a lot of fun. I do suggest you guys go watch this movie. It's not the most creative film, the most unique film, the most thematic movie ever made, but it does what it needed to do best, and that is entertain you. And Cassandra Peterson, I say this many times, steals the entire film, and overall, because of her, I quite enjoyed it. I'm going to give Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, a B. I got plenty of more Halloween-themed films I want to review. This year, I want to dive deep into much older films that have not been talked about much anymore, like classics like Frankenstein, the original 1931, and I will be reviewing The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, the 100-year-old horror film. I cannot wait to talk about that movie and how much of an insight on film it gave me. And I just cannot wait to talk about it, guys. So look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.